Are your players insane? Do they think random is a valid character trait? Worst of all, do they play a monk? Sounds like you need a Marut. Unstoppable forces of legal will and destroyers of D&D parties since 1987. They are guaranteed to get a result or your money back. And let's just say, you won't be needing a refund. Don't believe me? Here's everything Maruts have to offer. You won't find a better expert in contract law than a Marut. As outlined in their Monsters of the Multiverse package, these metal titans are sent to deal with those who break sanctioned deals. Think fiends, archfey, angels, and of course, your players. So if the party makes a deal with the devil, but won't pay up, they can expect a visit from one of these guys. And while most lawyers have to worry about using evidence and logic to make their points, Maruts don't care about any of that. They're judge, jury, and executioner. And no matter what defense your players bring to the case, they're done for. That's because a Marut's main weapon is its unerring slam, which deals 60 force damage every time. No, not on a hit, every time. Because it always succeeds. And it gets 2 of those every turn. So in the blink of an eye, your wizard just took 120 force damage and is now unconscious at the witness stand. But that's not all. To deal with multiple defendants, the Marut can also use its Blazing Edict, creating a 60-foot cube of destruction to hit multiple targets at once. Anyone caught in its wrath takes 45 radiant damage. Again, not optional, they just take it. And then they can attempt a DC 20 wisdom save or be stunned until the Marut finishes their next turn. So not only is their testimony ignored that round, aka they get no actions, but any paralegals the Marut brought along will have advantage against any players that are stunned. You know what they say, if you come at the king, you best not miss, because they literally never will. But to get a conviction, you need more than just a great case. You also have to have airtight defense too, and Maruts are always prepared to refute any arguments your players can muster. With an AC of 22 and over 400 hit points, your party will need a lot of firepower to wear one down. And if they bring magic to the fight, good luck. Maruts have advantage against all spells, an impressive array of save bonuses, and even if they still fail, 3 legendary resistances mean they can just choose to succeed instead. And that's if the evidence doesn't get tossed before it can even be used, because Maruts are immune to a number of different conditions, can't be shapeshifted in any way, and completely ignore poison damage. So I hope your players like life behind bars, if they're lucky. But hey, it's still only one monster, I hear you saying. Haven't you heard of action economy? Shut the hell up and listen. If taking your whole party on seems a little tough, Maruts are more than happy to sue your players one by one, and they have just the court order to do so. 3 times per day, they can cast Plane Shift, either on themselves or another creature within 60 feet. If that player fails their charisma save, historically not the strongest feature of most builds, then they're teleported away to Sigil, aka not here, where the Marut can then Plane Shift itself and begin some aggressive one-on-one examination. Now, is that rude and cheesy to pull on your friends? Maybe, but do you like winning? Yeah, I thought so. But despite their big, hulking looks, there's a reason Maruts are lawyers, not bailiffs. They have an intelligence score of 19, much higher than your average player, and I'm not talking about their characters. If a Marut has been assigned to your party's case, they're more than capable of stacking the odds in their favor, creating traps in the terrain to ensnare them, launching an ambush when the party's asleep, maybe even using their 40 feet of fly speed to grab a player and drop them over a very steep ledge. Maruts play to win, and you can bet they'll find ways to get the edge. Yet despite being unable to miss, Maruts do have shortcomings too. So for the best results, keep these tips in mind. Their most obvious flaw is that despite getting legendary resistances, they don't have any legendary actions. Always hitting is great, but when you can only do it twice per round, that's not as exciting. And that's compounded with the fact they only have a +1 to dexterity, so they'll probably roll lower in initiative and maybe get ganged up on before they can move. Instead, consider homebrewing a couple legendary actions for them. An extra slam attack, something that gives them movement, and maybe another condition-afflicting effect. Or you could pair them up with a few minions. The book Planescape Adventures in the Multiverse has plenty of Modrons and other weird creatures you can add to the law firm. Beyond a lack of actions, Maruts may also struggle with getting around the battlefield. They don't have any form of teleportation or bonus action movement like other high-level bosses, so it's important to use that 40 feet of fly speed to get out of range. And even better, each unerring strike can knock the target 5 feet away. So in a pinch, your Marut can push off any attackers and escape without provoking opportunity attacks. Other than that, go ahead and pick something nice to wear to the trial and the funeral. If your party needs to learn some manners and you want it done right, then hire a Marut. Sure, some folks might tell you it's crazy to send one of these after your party just because they lied to a shopkeeper. Those people play Pathfinder. Marut's, a sensible solution for the modern DM. The Maruts are not liable for any concussions, burning, or accidental plane shifting that occurs while working a case. Payment isn't necessary, they really just do it for the love of the game. Maruts do not accept cases that involve musical theater, dividing by zero, and other illogical things. You may experience dizziness, nausea, or constipation while using Maruts. That's not normal. Definitely go see a doctor. Oh, and crit your players.